Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back, Space Engineers. I'm your host, Quantum Tater. Quantum Tater, say hello. Oh, can we do it? Oh, yeah, we did it. How goes it today, this fine day, on the alien planet? Last time on Spaceballs Z, we finished up the return. And, as you just saw, we debuted the color scheme for the return. Um, and yeah, I think it looks great. I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited about it. We've got to do a little bit of work with regards to making sure we've got all the seeds and everything. We've got to put everything on board, and then we're launching. That's it. We're leaving this planet. I was thinking about coming over here and turning off the timer blocks, seeing what's available, uh, kind of doing that stuff, getting to a point. Whoa! This thing stops not on a dime. We didn't do any painting over here. I did do some painting back at the base, just to to get some stuff done. So I did do that. Let's go see upstairs if we've got, we should have everything picked up. We do, so we can come over here. Let's go ahead and turn off these timer blocks. We'll do timer. Row 2 timer blocks. We're just going to turn these guys off. And then the door timer block stays on because we got to be able to have to close the door. So that is that. Coming over here, we take a look at all of our lovely accoutrement. We got 42 vegetables, which is good. We got a meal pack, kelp crisps, and I think they changed the value. Kelp crisps, they were 12%, I think. Now they're 8%, which is probably good. You probably shouldn't be able to just easily subsist off of kelp crisps your entire life. So, what we should do, I think, let's make some food really quick. Let's see, what all can we make? We can make a Serenity. Let's make one of those. We should be able to make some. So I think you have to make roasted coffee to do all the coffee stuff. So first you have to roast the coffee. You put the lime in the coconut. So I think, how many of those do we have, we think? We've got 38, so we could make, we're gonna do 8, 18. We got tea, we can make, okay, so we're making the drinks now. Algae. We should be able to make a lot of these things. Oh, we need raw insect meat for that. The good news is I can go pick up some raw insect meat really quick while this is making roasted coffee. Let's go grab that really quick. So yeah, we're gonna pack up this ship. I'm not stupid timer. I'm not gonna take the ship back over here. I'm just gonna run over on Hydroman style. We have an unknown signal. I'm not gonna mess with that right now. Maybe we will. No, we're not. Okay, let's grab our. We should have some meat over here. Bob has been picking it up as he's been killing stuff for us. So we should just be able to type meat because I don't think I have that. Beautiful. That's what you want. And grain seeds. Look at that. How nice of us to have grain seeds. So yes, we finished, and we'll do a quick walk around really quick once I get back with some food products. Um, out. We should have more. We honestly should probably have more raw food, but we cook them every time because I had them sick. So I thought they all required cooking. They don't. So that's good to know. I need one more roast coffee. Roasted coffee. And then, so this is meal pack. This is engineered coffee cakes. Okay. Charge value. They give you 2%. That's nice. And they heal. Nice. Okay, so we've got some coffee. We also have, we can just go ahead and slap this meat into there. We have 32 raw meat, and we got an extra grain seed. We can, I guess we could just leave there. We don't need really do anything else with that. So we've got the coffee. And yeah, we can pretty much make, we don't have mammal meat, which is sad. That's okay. We don't need mammal meat. We do need this though. So let's make, we're going to make 2 of those. That'll be tasty. Make one of these and one of these. Beautiful. 2 of those. Wonderful. And then we definitely want 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these, these. Fruity pastry, ramen, flatbread, chili, I'm not gonna make red pellets. We don't need that. Garden slaw, we can. Ugh, no thanks. Fruit bar, we can make 2 of those, and then we don't need kelp crisps. We're pretty much done with everything else. What else do we got? We've got mash effect bombs. I don't know what that means. These potato stew options, I'm not really sure. So we can make 2 of those. Bruiser bites, make 2 of those. Ah, we need some vodka, obviously, and wildlife ale. That's. I feel like that's pretty good. That's pretty good stock up of things we can make. So got our sabroid sushi. We've got our cosmic coffee. Got some coffee cake. We've got some dark roast. We've got seared sabroid. We've got dumplings, frontier stew, curry, spaghetti, green pellets, yummy, veggie burgers, ramen, fruit pastry, potato vodka, and we got flatbread, pack of chili, and garden slaw, I think. That's pretty good. What else? What did we run out of? We must have run out of some seeds somewhere. We have one. Oh, we don't have that much grain. Hindsight, we should have had more grain, I think is what that tells you. Vegetables. Um, so what I can do, I'll go ahead and grab this and we'll go ahead and plant that, even though I don't think it doesn't matter. We're not, I think it is what it is. Um, we just have less grain. We've got 20 seeds on the ship over there. We don't really need that, but we have meal packs. Look, we got food for days. Drinks, couple drinks. We're bringing it back to the people. That's kind of one of everything. So last time, let's see. John said the return is nice looking. Make sure you start. Make sure when you started. What? Wasn't sure when you started. Oh, but trust the process, I guess. I will never doubt you again until next time. Yeah, until the next out. That's probably a good idea. Mothball the station. Last one out turns off the lights. Be gone toxic clouds. Yeah, for real. The clouds are brutal. I see you, Sabroid. Let's go to war. Hey, look. I was just thinking I needed some raw meat, bruh. That's right. You've been decommissioned. Um, so yeah, you're not gonna doubt me until there's. Yeah, I'm excited to get off this toxic planet. Now, that does beg the question. Once we load up with our ship, what's the next thing we do? You know, that is the $1 million question. Do we want to take how many liters is all this stuff? I actually don't know. Oh, we have 16 grain seeds. Why? You know what? We're just gonna go ahead and do a quick run through. We'll print. I can talk. We'll print the grain seeds. Ooh, it's dark in here. Lights on, please. Ah, oh, there we go. That was weird. Searching for available offers. Run up here. Come up here. We'd get number 7. Go ahead and plant the rest of this grain. There's no reason to have these seeds open and whatever. Although I'm sure I'm going to create some resource issues with my game by having that done in that way. That's okay. It's quite all right. We'll just take that with us. We don't need any ice, I don't think. That's going to be the thing. We don't have any refueling. So now that we've got that stuff out of the way, let's see. Chad said by using merge blocks instead of a mag plate, if you want to transfer the prototech elsewhere, you'll have to do the same level of surgery to remove it from the return. Ugh, that's true. As you stated, you have some lighting to install. Don't forget antenna. And what else? I got a little more. You could also place a few small cargo containers. Storage crate inside. Are there storage crates for small grid? Um, I guess there's the barrels. We can go take a look at that. Let's hop into this thing. Get to going. We can go pick up this unknown signal too. Might as well. What else have we got to do? So Addition to the things you see in there, it's got a nice cool steam effect, like it's prepping for launch. I really enjoyed that. Some last minute tinkering. I also painted the base, which I didn't show at all. So we'll go back and take a look at that. Um, so we got to figure out what's next. We're going to get to space. We got to connect up to the adder, and then we're going to start making the jumps home, and that is a huge deal. The question becomes, what does the question become? The question then becomes, what do we get? Hey, we got a vegetable seed. The question then is essentially this. If we have this all done up, what do we do once we get to space? I know we're going to head back to... Well, the good news is nothing broke. The bad news is I feel like I'm like in a hover round, like, if I could limit this thing's speed to like 2 meters a second, I'm just basically Professor X. So yeah, we could do a little fly around the base really quick. Could I please go down? There we go. Now we're cooking. So as you can see, we've got the launch pad. Did a little paint job. We got some color in the base, giving it some flavor. Um, Painted some stuff up. Got some rusty metal there. We got some stripes for the orange, blue for the blue, that kind of thing. Uh, just kind of giving some flavor. Got the docking pads. Got some flavor. If we come over here and we take a look at our beautiful paint job we got going on here, I went with this sort of like future neo retro colorings. I like it. I like the like spiky swan neck thing we got going on right there on the dorsal fin in blue. Some caution coloring around the side thrust so you don't get cooked. We've got gold plated or engine cowling there so that works. I didn't put any right there. I probably ought to, but with the landing gear, I don't want to have that. Added some lighting, as clearly evidenced by the amount of lighting there is. Oh, huh, huh. Okay. I don't know what I just broke, but I broke something. How much do we lose? Uh, Man, that didn't go well. GG me. Can't, can't have any nice things, man. That's okay. We don't need any nice things. So, yeah, we I set up some lights for the launch purpose. It looks great at night. If I summon the power of Ra. But yeah, so I did some launch timers. I did some things here. So if we step inside the cockpit, obviously we got the timer working so that it shuts the door. We've got these screens right there. One is our efficiency, and the other is like our thrust efficiency or something like that. And then I also set up these things right here. So I've got basically a few launch timers. And if we take a look at what that looks like and we say timer block, so we have the launch timer basically does this. It turns the engine to 100 and it cuts it. Um, it turns the reverse thrust off and then it turns on my launch thruster event contimer. Wow. Event controller. Good gravy. Event controller. And then if we look at the launch event controller, what this does is basically it's set to grid speed. So every time the grid speed is greater than 130 seconds, or 130 meters per second, it toggles the override to 100%, and then it cuts it off. It toggles it to override, cuts it off, override, cuts it off, and that's how that works. And then I have an event controller for space, basically saying when the net gravity reaches zero, because that's, well, 0.04, because that's when space engineers stopped counting gravity at 0.04. Gravity is when gravity turns off effectively. So when it reaches equal to or less than that, it comes in here and it turns off the launch controller and switches the um, engine's override to zero and it turns on the reverse thrust. So it does three things. So we've got a controller that turns off reverse thrust and toggles maximum pulse, and it works, I'm pretty sure. So what we need to do, I do have storage on this thing. But oh yeah, we were gonna look up a potential storage crate for small grid. So first, let's do this. What do we have? Storage wise, I know this doesn't have a small grid variant, and I don't think do crates. This has a small grid variant, but that's freaking huge. What about bin? No, what is it called? They're called cargo. What are they called? Um, Small blocks. We'll just look at all the small blocks. That seems like the easier solution than what I was going to do going through every single one of these. It is so I know they have barrels. Barrels is one we could look at. I've got a couple of small containers on the thing, but and they're in line and everything, so they're mappable. But um, what was the other one? There's another type of crate that I think works for small grid, and I'm trying to find it. And I could be wrong. There may not be a second one. Lettering. These things right here. I know there's weapon racks and stuff, but that's not what I'm thinking of. They're called something wonky. Media player. That's not it. I literally cannot remember what it is. I know there's the first aid kit, the fridge, all of those things, but there was, and maybe they don't come in small grid, which is why I can't find them. That's probably the case. But I don't know. I don't know. It's always a thing, right? Yeah, trying to figure that out. Trying to figure out where the stuff is. I think you guys know what I'm talking about, but basically it's not wasn't automation. It wasn't. It was maybe under decorative. And I think that's the problem, is that it is sort of a relatively useless item. Let's have some small grid variants. Logistics. It's not these, it's the other kinds of crates. The little square boys, yeah. This, and they're also okay. So if I look at, if we do this right here, yeah, they don't have a small grid, but they do. This one does. So we could slap a barrel inside here. We need a color that is not. Come over here real quick. You know what? I can just do this. Uh-huh. Thanks, Bob. And turret. Bob and Son. All right, so if we go, oh, I need a. Oh goodness, what do I need for those? Do we know? Okay, we'll put on one of these. Where are we gonna put it? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't have the answer for that just yet. Oh, that's a hole in my ship. Not a big deal. We'll just go back outside and patch it. Why did that happen? Well, I know exactly why it happened because I pressed the button. Um, okay, so we can't saw that off. Man, I can't believe I just nuked that thing. Here we go. And there's just one, so we'll just do a storage unit. Can we fit it right? It's just right in the way if I put this there, okay, here's the question. If I put this there, can I get back here with ease? No, I can't. That's a terrible place for it. Okay, what about up front? There's not a lot of room up here either, but we can maybe slap that guy right there. No, these things are so big. They don't really they're not really small grid. Like they're not small grid friendly, but they're pretty huge. Yeah, that's just right in the middle of the road or on the roof. Okay, let's see what it's outside. Is there a location outside we can tuck this away that would be. I don't think so, because I think that's going to stick out even if I could get it to stick right there. Yeah, even if I could get it to stick here, I think it would stick out like a sore thumb. Could stick it right there. No. Yeah, looks like we're not gonna. Oh, hello. Do we have an idea right here? Oh, is that? Nope, that's not right either. Is it? How many up? It's one, two up. Okay, so one, two. What do you think about that? And then let me go get some sweet sweet juice. The other thing I did, I also changed the name to this, not to TTT, to that, so that I could very easily put my bottle in there and not have a problem. So okay, on the left side, which I posted upside down, we're gonna put all of our wonderful. We're gonna do two of those. Which one of these is seeds? That's a seed. That's a kelp crisp. We should be good there. Perfect. So this side's going to be food, made food, and the other side will be the not made food. What are we at? We're at 0%. That seems inconceivable. Stockpile off. This shows 37%. Okay, that's not accurate. So this is not 0%. 19%. Okay. Okay, we're good. Okay, so let's go get our seeds. And then we're off to space, guys. Um, it's probably not a bad idea to come in here and turn off these things. The iron drills are already off, I believe, so we should be able to. Those are good. The bore's mothballed. Everything here is mothballed. These are getting power back because we're not using this stuff. We did never find gold. We don't need gold. I'm going to bring 9 more kelp crisps with me because, you know, reasons. I don't need an extra set of tools. Um, yeah, I don't need an extra set of tools. And then I think that's everything. We just got to come over here, grab our seeds, and then we're off. We're ready to pack it up and get this thing underway. Now we are leaving behind quite a bit, but that's all right. It is the nature of the game, unfortunately. You tend to leave stuff behind. And I am just sitting here listening to this weather. I know that it's not an adverse weather sound, but I'm tired of hearing the wind, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Ah, silence. I'm pretty sure I turned you off, bro. Oh, you are turned off. You're just making noise. Cool. Love that for me. All right, and so the seed guy is here. Precious cargo loaded. We've got all the seeds we need. We've got food on board that is stored outside, you know, in the vacuum space. That makes the most sense. That's where I keep my food when I go to space. But that's it, guys. That's the ship. I think it looks freaking cool. Um, got some undercoloring. I try not to be super uniform in paint. Like obviously, it doesn't look as accidental as I'd like. We've got plenty of lighting, including lighting up top. We've got headlights, tail or forward lighting. I think we're ready to go. Now, the only thing we don't have, guaranteed, is we know for a fact that we don't need this. We're going to leave the FE mine doesn't need to be on. We don't need to come back and refuel. We're probably not going to need to come back and refuel. So, what I was going to say, one of the things we need to do is Space Bob's place, server hole, space AU. There's There's a P gravity marker that I thought I had. Breach storage, alien rock, AG ore. I was almost positive. There it is. Okay, we need the P grav online. Because the roots is just, that's an antenna. We should be good there, but P gravity is where? 53 or 51 kilometers north. So near there is where the adder's at. I don't have a marker for the adder, so we're going to have to find it the dumb way. Well, I guess the old-fashioned way. But I think we're ready to take off. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go get some more hydrogen from here and energy. Might as well take it from the source. Obviously, stuff, reasons, things. We're just gonna eat some kelp crisps. That's gonna be honestly, that shouldn't be our last meal before we leave the planet, right? We should get a better meal. We're gonna leave the boar. This is all terrestrial stuff. This is great if we want to come back to this planet ever. Maybe another series we revisit alien planet. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what it looks like. I hope you like the paint job. I know I'm squirrely right now. I'm nervous. I don't want to leave. I'm sad to leave. It's been a long time coming, but I'm sad to leave. Let's go ahead and take a look really quick and make sure that we'll check our things. We are at 100%. Engines are good. Systems checked. We're fogging it up in there. The only thing I don't have is how to load into this. If this was a no jetpack playful, I'd have to like build a gangplank that like walks up to the door and stuff. But I don't actually think there's a way to get in there. Don't be like me and build vertically, as I think I said that last time, but I stand by it. It makes for a difficult time. So, got that. We've got a frontier stew on us for food. I think we're going to be good. The trip is not going to be that bad. Let's go ahead and get in the cockpit. I'm going to pop in the seat. Now, in theory, when I get in this thing, we should just be able to... Do we want to do a nighttime launch? I think we do. I feel like a nighttime launch is more apropos. So what do I need to do? I'm going to have to unlock, and then I'm going to press 1, and that's going to be our takeoff. So what we're going to do is we're going to summon the power of Ra. Raw. Do, 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 do. There we go. Dusk launch? No, no. Yeah. That's the stuff. Okay. So we can get this angle right here. I think we're ready. Cue some cool liftoff music. I don't really have a song that I would think to play for this launch. I hope you really liked my remix version of my Star Trekian intro, rather. All right, let's do this, guys. It is time to go. Now, hopefully this doesn't go catastrophically bad. We're going to undock, and then it's go time. So give me a nice little countdown. We are systems prepped, engines on, and you know what? Actually, pause. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, let's do this. Got to get the spectator cam. That's what we want. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now lock onto the ship. Make sure we got locked onto the ship. Okay. Okay, so now we do engines launch. Yeah, I've already messed up the dramatic exit. All right, so we are countdown to launch. We are 10, 9, 8, 7. You know, a funny story. I'm kidding. All right, 5, 4. Engines are go. 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. Now, as you see, we're pulsing. We are currently at battery 100%. We've got hydrogen. We're at 94% for the liftoff. We are traveling at nothing. Oh, that's collision detection. Over here, I don't have a speedometer. That's interesting. But we're currently using 3 liters per minute. And if we do this right here, we can see we're just sticking it at 130. So it pops us on and off, and it's pulsing. So that's what the little blop, 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 and it just continuously pulses. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Very interesting way. You can think Splitsy did this in his tutorial series, How to Get Off Planet. This was his sort of last recommendation of like, this is what you do. You just pop, pop, pop. And look at that. Goodbye, iron mine. Begin tilting. Planet in the background. Sun over there. I'm gonna initiate roll. In hindsight, when I had this, I should have also had the thing that as it pulses, it sets the gyro override to like keep the thing constantly spinning so that it looks like we're doing a barrel roll out of space, just for flair. That wouldn't be for anything useful. It's not necessary, but and then what we should see once we get out of P-grav, we should definitely, now I should be tilted straight up. Like I should not be tilted towards that target because we're actively only gaining altitude at a lower rate because we're not pitched as high up as what we should be. So we're burning effectively more fuel this way, but it's more cinematic. So, you know, that's what you do. Cinematography is the way to... I don't know if there's a way to get a cool shot of the ship. I think that's a pretty good one. Effectively now we're not even having to try to really do anything. So unknown signal is disappearing. We are, where's our P-grav marker? We are 27 kilometers away. We're at 0.18 gravity, so you can see I think the gravity here is 40%. Like I said, we're burning more fuel by not being pointed straight up at the 90 degree, but that's okay. We don't have to be. We can shift up if we want to and get us pointed in the right direction, so we get out of gravity a little quicker. I don't know that it's as necessary. Also, I was thinking, like, that's good to have the hydrogen fuel there, but it's unnecessary. We should probably have altitude up there. Or, your what do they call that? Your ley line? I don't know what it's called. Your basically level line. And then once we hit, so we're at 0.12, we're still traveling. Just staying above 130 meters a second. Now, if you had unlimited speed, you could pick a different speed than a billion miles an hour, or you could pick something like that. This is the relative speed mod, so I think the top end is 140 with boost. Basically, if you're holding down the gas pedal, 140 is your top speed. Most ships settle at like 130 or so, and so I just set it about 130, so it just pulses enough to get to that speed. We are definitely headed towards a rock. I'm going to alter course just a little bit. I'm not trying to crash into that thing right now. I believe 40,000 is the thing. And yeah. We are 76% hydrogen. That's not bad. Almost there. And then the moment it kicks over to 45,000, I think it's 45,000 for this. The moment it kicks over, you'll see that the engines will um, cut on and we will come to a stop. Or we'll careen into a asteroid because we're not paying attention. We should be pretty close. We are almost there. As soon as gravity hits 0, we're at 0.5, 0.05 rather. Oh, there you go. Gravity is 0. And the event controller says, whoa, Nelly. And there you go. We have reached space. Now, the fun part of space, we're going to head over to P gravity and we are going to begin the hunt for the adder. So, we'll see how that goes. Oh, good. There's an unknown. Good. I'm super excited about that over there. I think I might be able to cheat and use my reverse camera. Looks like just regular wreckage. We're not going to go playing with that. That is not the current mission. Hopefully we can find the adder with some ease. It should be within like 60 meters of this thing. So as soon as we get over to P gravity, the marker, I will, or as soon as I spot the adder, I'll pick you back up. We'll have great news. The great news is the adder did not run out of juice. And we're at the P gravity, which means we're at the adder. Look at that. How great is that? Ah. Let's back off the speed a little. We're at 15 meters a second. So far looks to be intact. We're going to do a quick fly around. Turn on the lights. Oh, turn off the lights. Turn on the lights. See, make sure everything looking okay. Still looks like the thruster's still online. We have some hydrogen in the tank. No damages. It looks like we may be good. Alrighty. So first things first. Turn those dampeners on. I'm gonna rotate right here. And let's go ahead and get some more hydrogen real quick so that I don't die EVAing. We are draining the air. Air drained. All right. Okay. Beautiful. Toggle that block on. We're gonna reverse. Oh shit. Okay, we're not gonna reverse. You know what? I have a button for that. I have a button for that. It's okay. We can go inside. Let's get inside here. What controller are we? You're the launch event controller? Make sure we turn that off. We do not want this eating our stuff. Nothing here. Perfect. Let's go ahead and do reset that guy to 0. Perfect. All right. First thing we need to do probably is turn this back into a ship. So converting it back to ship. We are okay. We've got mobility. Ship is turned on. Beautiful. Okay. don't know if we have anything back here that... Just a medical kit, timer block. Okay. Are we still airtight in here? Hey, that's good. Okay. We are prepared to dock. Wah! Oh, wrong thing. Get into here. And chat to the point of like, oh, because I attached this thing on my ship, I don't have joy on this thing. I'm just gonna blow past it. Because I don't have joy, or that's not the word. Because I don't have, what I plan to do to detach this thing is I'll probably reinstall that mod that allows us to cut grind to release because I do not want to fight with that. All right, we got reverse camera on. We're gonna back this up. Need to make sure we're centered. We are. We have joy. I do not have reverse lights. Hindsight would have been good to have reverse lights. But we are almost there. We are. Turning inertial dampeners off. Engines off. Hydrogen set to refuel. Press the button. I guess we'll probably close these doors manually so that we're not just flying through space with the doors open. I think that's how you get aliens or infestations or something. That's it, guys. That was, I know that was miraculously successful. I'm pretty sure none of us thought that's what was going to happen. Oh, we do need to do that though. We're going to go ahead and do this, do exhaust. Let's go ahead and turn the return exhaust off so that we're not just smoking everything out. I don't like what that looks like, but I think we're good to go. I think it's that or we connect it via landing gear. What do we think? I think this is good. I think we're going to drag it. It's going to be a tow system. We're just going to drag it. That works for me. Yeah, the next step. What is the next step? We got to let's plan for home. That's the next step. We've got engines are a go. Let's go to our jump drive. We have Prototech jump drive, and that is set to what? Max distance. We're just blind jumping at this point. Iceroid is where we want to go. That is current jump 0.08. So we are recharged. I don't even know which direction the Iceroid is, to be fair. So real quick, let's get to our GPS marker. We're going to go ahead and mark you as always on. We've already turned off everything else. I think we're ready. We're ready to make the go. This thing's much lighter than the giant freaking rover we sent down. We're gonna have to do a little bit of fly in this direction. Not the fastest ship in the world, but that's okay. It's a cart. It's not meant to be quick. Everything looks good. We are go. I should turn off the floodlights so they're not just blinding everybody, but it's okay. Once we clear the planet, maybe we do a quick. What are these buttons here? Prototech jump. Prototech increase distance, decrease distance. So because I did the Iceroid, oh, that's not good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, 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 we got a problem. No, 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 uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, 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 come on. Get down there, please. I hate ladders. I hate ladders. Eight. Come on, get us out of gravity, baby. There we go, come on. There you go. Come on. Get us out of the gravity. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. You can do it. Ah. 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 That's fun. I thoroughly did not enjoy that. Let's see if I can't get us tilted a little bit. We're going to use our inertial dampeners here. This is going to be a dangerous situation. Because, yeah. Here we go. We're stopping the ship. We're stopping. We're stopping. We're stopping. Oh. That was fun. That was... that was fun. Yeah, that was... I'm super glad I got to experience that. Okay. Well, now that that's happened, lovely. I'm so excited we got to experience that together. Whew. That's what we call a bit of a... Can I please come out of this thing? Let me out. Let me out. Thank you. Close that up. All right. Have we learned a lesson? No, probably not. But that's okay. Okay. So if you don't know what happened, I flew too close to the sun and got into the gravity well with the adder, and the adder does not possess enough ion thrust to keep itself from plummeting towards the planet. So I had to very emergently run back to the return, fire up all the hydrogen thrusters, and stop our descent. Yeah, that'd have been so cool. And by cool, I mean awful and sad. Part of me really wants to get further away from the planet, but I think we should be able to clear, if we can get on the other side of that, we should be able to get on the other side of the planet and make a jump. It might even let us now. Distance to the approximate coordinates is 7,900. Oh, 80% of the jump. That's pretty good. Like, okay, let's go ahead and do that. Let's see if we're capable. Here comes the jump. We're gonna... Yep. Okay. I hope everything's connected. Hold on to your butts. Oof. You know, part of me thinks like, oh, what we could do. First of all, turn off the engine so that we can save some power while we're recharging. Okay, we got one more jump. Less than that, obviously. We got, if we can do 6,000 and we're roughly 1,500 away, we're basically 25%. We got a 25% jump left. So once we get to that, I'll pick you up, and we got to decide what's next. For the series, I don't know if there's a lot left to do. We do want to collect some additional prototech. I was thinking I would love a small grid jump drive from prototech. We might have enough parts that we could potentially make a small grid jump drive, right? We've got some prototech frames, which is the things you can't make. We did get the prototech assembler. It is possible that we could slap on the if we're, I feel like we're not pointed the way, it doesn't matter. I feel like what we could slap on, I think it's interesting that your boots can't. So, what I was saying, we could potentially go over here to the What page is that? We're gonna do Prototech. Want all the Prototech crap. Put that there. Obviously, we're not gonna. Refinery, gyroscope. Oh, dang, the gyroscope's big. Battery. Oh, jump drive. Yeah. Okay, so we totally could just slap the Prototech jump drive right in the place of this thing. Could be very potentially like cool looking. We might have to do a little bit of a rework, but not too bad. So if we could find one of these, then we could use this. We could scout out Prototech facilities, and then come back home and be like, oh, we found this facility. Take the no-name ship out. Maybe the Elder Dagron with some AI blocks, and we just wreck shop or get wrecked. I don't know. What do you guys want to see? I would love to know what you guys would like to see with regards to um, that. I've got some radiation. Oh, I know, because I'm in space. And you get radiation poison in space. Let's go ahead and eat this frontier stew. That'll give us some food. I don't even know how much. But I think 34%. We're maxing the batteries out. We're probably cooking the battery on our another ship too. Oh, I see. I thought I saw something smoking in the cab of the Return. But the Return's a cool ship, so I could totally slap a Prototech drive on it. Could just cut out the refinery and then build in a fixed wing back there or an extra tank or I don't know. I really like the way it looks though. It's probably one of my favorite design ships we've done in the series so far. With that new cockpit and the new thrusters. The new hydrogen thrusters are money. So I'll pick you up when we get this recharged because that's what we're waiting on. Alrighty, we're almost there. I also see a sprite beacon and I'm not down for that. Alright, we are there. We're gonna turn dampeners on. This is gonna be really slow, so what we might do, we're just gonna go ahead and make the jump. Get this thing cooking. Hopefully, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Being so fast that we couldn't stop. I think we're gonna be okay, but wow, there's quite a bit of stuff around us. I do not love that. Okay. Uh, it kind of looks like the asteroid is not in the best of conditions. Am I just seeing stuff? What? Okay, so there's our algae farms. There's our solar. Oh, there's the Malaphor. Okay, I'm remembering. I'm remembering some stuff. Hello, Bob. Good grief, it's been a minute. Um. So yeah, we're home.
Meteor storm inbound.
Are you kidding me right now? God, can you imagine? Get here and immediately meteor storm. Okay, so last time I had this guy, I had that parked up right about here. So what we're gonna need to do, I think, best course of action is probably. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Like this is not good. Of all the things that are not good, this is definitely one of the things that is not good. Um, I think what I was gonna do, what I was gonna say is what we should do is pop up just a couple of things right here and pop them what is this thing? No, that's the graboid, or no, the grablin. Man, I can't even remember the name of my ships anymore. Ah, it's been too long. Okay, let's get into the return, and let's get this thing parked first. Um, okay, we're just gonna fly backwards. And I think for now, we'll just pop this guy on here, and then we got to go set some crops to grow. Um, oof. Look at that. The return has returned. And so that we can... Oh, gravity. I forget that gravity exists here. I'm just going to open the door because I don't want to wait for it. Got to park the adder. Let's get this thing in its home. Safe. It may not fit anymore, actually, with the... I don't know. I don't know that it'll fit anymore because of the... Oh, nope. I don't know if it'll fit because of the, whatchamacallit. Words are hard. Because of the jump drive, I think it might be too tall. I had this built pretty to spec. So let's go ahead and we'll get this lined up, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of that view, and then we're going to see. Yeah, it is definitely not going to fit. Um, but that's okay. We don't need it to fit. We can just... Am I also banging into that? Not yet, but pretty close. There we go. We'll just, yeah, we're just gonna shut down the engines. That'll work. That'll work. We're not gonna dock this up right now. I don't think there was anything left in this. I honestly don't remember what all I had in this vessel. I think I had stuff in the kitchen, but I don't. Yeah, I had some kelp crisps. We're still pretty well fed, so. Okay, the adder is parked. We don't need to really dock it up right now, although I don't think we could, like I said, we can't with that right now because of where that's at. But we can also pull that off without a great many things. So, we've got the no-name ship. Everything's good there. We have the, what is this thing called? I've forgotten the name of. We have the Von Welder. Cool. I'm glad that we kept that. We have the Grablin. I think this is Grablin. It might be the Graboid, but I think it's the Grablin. What are you, buddy? The Grabbin. The Grabbin, not the Grablin. Ugh. Malfor, we know that. Elder Dagron, we know what that is. I think. Okay, yeah. We need to get our seats. So first, actually, first and foremost, one of the things I want to do. Beautiful, thank you. Yes. Um, are you the door? You might be the door controller. You are the door controller. My programmable block is down here. And which one are you? Are you running? Is these ice trade? Okay, so good. We can edit and clear code. Hit OK. What is... I don't know what's happening right there. That's having a seizure. We're gonna say goat. This is now the goat. We need to we have to change all these programming systems back up. We're gonna go ahead and do that now. I might do this off stream, but I was gonna go ahead and get it set to browse scripts. Do this. Goat sorter. Check code. It's good. Hit OK. It's going to tell me I got a lot of things that I need to do, predominantly status screen, etc. That's a thing that's got to happen. I'm tired of listening to that, honestly. I think we can just call this guy status. I forget how it works. It's like exclamation point status screen, I think. And then if we look at goat, iStory programmer, we should be able to status screen. Yeah, yeah. Oh, with quotes, I think. It's got to have the things. I know we just went through this. We already went through with one of these. If you guys want to, if you want me to do like a quick, like this is how I set up the thing that Splitsy illustrated how to do in his tutorial, well, let me know. Because honestly, he definitely does it better than me. Um, what we're gonna need to do this is delete, because this is gonna have to have a different screen right there, and then we go to goat, we come here and we say recompile, I believe is the thing we need it to do. There we go. Now it's cooking. Um, yeah, we need an autocraft, another screen for autocrafting. So I'm gonna get all that set up. I'm gonna do that later. So let's go out to the, ship right over here. We're gonna need all the seeds, my friend. Okay, beautiful. And we're gonna come up here to our lovely and hopefully fully functional thing. We don't know. Man, we've got a lot. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 7. We could do 7 of 4 types. I don't think we do have a cargo container here, so this can be. We can name this cargo container specifically seeds and food, I think, are the things you would want to do. I think. I'd have to go to the goat thing and see what it's telling me to do, but I think seeds and foods are one of the things. But I also need to find a cargo container. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to do all that. So let's go ahead and get stuff planted, and let's make sure. Do these have water? They all have water level high. Beautiful. Okay, so let's do fruits. We're gonna do fruits on this row. We're gonna do grain here. We're gonna do vegetables here. And then I think we're gonna go with these things. You know what I didn't do? This is an oversight on my part. We don't have meat. We didn't bring back any of that meat. Hmm. That is gonna be a problem, but that's okay. It's what it is. Get all our vegetable seeds there. That'll be that. Yeah, guys, we did it. We've returned. The prodigal the prodigal tater has returned to give its gift of tatering. Um, yeah, I'm excited. It's good to be back in space. We have tons of things surrounding us that I'm not super comfortable with. I don't know why we have an ore puller, a military enforcer, or a pirate vulture, but I do know we have a no-name ship that would be more than happy to take care of some vagrant people in our area if they deem it necessary to come at me, bro, as the kids say. We brought back a smattering of food. I can't believe I didn't bring back any raw meat or meat. Hindsight 2020. Hindsight 2020. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get inside. We're gonna dump this stuff off into that food container. Probably where I can reach it from over here. Just click this. We go up here and we say food. Is this completely isolated? It is. Huh. That's bad on my part. Okay, so I need a second crafting screen that I'm going to have to throw down. One marked with auto crafting. That's the next thing I got to do. Sorry, guys. If you enjoyed this and you're happy to see me back in space at the iSteroid, which is where we conduct a great many of our businesses, and you want to see me clear out the space around my base of these vagrants, you let me know, because I am ready to go murder some people. I mean, liberate, spread freedom. I don't. Something. I'm ready to handle business in any way, shape, or form. We're going to go ahead and top this up here. all the fruits, all the vegetables, everything's safe there. I didn't know that I didn't have that downstairs. I thought this was all linked in, but I guess it makes sense that I would keep it segregated because I had ice that I wanted to. I think at the time I was still mining ice, and rather than having ice constantly mining and keeping our cargo containers full, um, I think that's what happened, is my guess. And I love that I created this for some reason. What did I do, guys? What does anyone even do? I don't know. We have fun. That's what we do. We have fun, and I think that's important. You know, pirates are the friends you made along the way. That door is still freaking out downstairs. Probably a reload is what's necessary. That's okay. All right, guys, we're back in space. Let me know what you want to see next. We're going to war. Are we looking for prototech? We have one unidentified signal about 8,000 miles that way, or 8,000 kilometers that way. That we can do something like that. Um, I don't know. I'm not. I'm not the man to ask what we're doing next, even though it is, in fact, my series. Um, but I think we could have some fun if we go after some pirates in the local area, just to kind of knock the dust off, blow the soot out, so to speak, for the dear old no-name ship in Malafor. If you enjoyed this, you know what to do. Um, keep the comments coming. We're back in space. And we have vegetables and all the fruits and veggies we could ever want. We have no meat because apparently taters are vegan now. All naturally, chemically balanced, and not at all genetically modified. Fruits and vegetables and coffee for me. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Taters and finger guns. And as always, be kind and stay on right. Bye.